Hi, welcome to topic D of Module 2. And in this module, this part of the module, we're going to be converting measurements. And it's going to use a lot of what we've been doing lately, and we're going to apply all the multiplying of decimals and whole numbers that we've been working on to actual conversions of measurements like the ones you see here. To help kids with that, they're going to get a reference sheet that looks like this. And on this reference sheet, it tells them common conversion factors for different measurements. So they're going to get problems such as these to work on. 3 kilometers and 85 meters is how many meters? And they're going to need to be able to look on their reference sheet and see that a kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. So if 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, then 3 kilometers would be 3,000 meters. Plus this 85 meters, and that would be 3,085 meters. For this one, they'll get problems that look like this, and what they need to do is take 4 miles and convert it into yards, and then convert that into feet. So first of all, I'm going to think, how many yards are in 1 mile? There are 1,760 yards in 1 mile. So if there's 1,760 yards in 1 mile, 4 miles would have 4 times that many. And that would be 7,040 yards. Now I want to take that 7,040 yards and convert it to feet. And there are 3 feet in a yard. And so I'm going to take that 7,040 and multiply it by 3. And one thing kids will start to realize is that 21,120. One thing they'll start to realize is that whenever they go from a large unit to a small unit, they'll be multiplying. And when they're going the other way, when they go from a small unit converting to a larger unit, they're going to divide. And they'll discover this as they keep working on problems such as these. Another example, how many pints are 21 quarts? This problem is written the other way, but it's still quarts to pints. And it's important that kids are able to read the equation either way. So I look on my reference sheet, and there are 2 pints in a quart. So if there's 2 pints in every quart, this would be 21 times 2, which would be 42 pints. After we work with whole number conversions, we're going to move to decimal conversions, which work the exact same way, and we'll practice their ability to multiply decimals from earlier topics. So here we have 1.8 miles equals how many yards? Same problem as before, miles to yards. There's still 1,760, there are 1,760 yards in 1 mile. So in 1.8 miles, we would have to multiply that to find out what that is. And 8 times 0 is 0, 8, 60, 14, and that would be 0, 6, 7, 1, and we get 31,680 yards. That doesn't make any sense. There can't be 31,000 yards in 1.8 miles. And we're going to help kids to look at that and say, wait, that doesn't make any sense. It's not reasonable. Let's estimate. 1,760 is really close to 2,000. And 1.8 is very close to 2. So my answer should be around 4,000. Oh, I see the mistake I made. I forgot to put my decimal in. Because this is in tenths, my product must be in tenths too. And we're going to help kids to do that kind of reasoning, to go back and think, is my answer reasonable? So they don't make that kind of mistake. Next. Let me just erase all that. Now we've got 83 hundredths of a kilogram is how many grams? Well, just like our kilometers, there are, of course, 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So if there's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram, then we got to multiply that by 0.83 to find out how many grams this many kilograms is. And when we multiply by 1,000, that simply is moving the decimal 3 places, and I can get 830 grams. Now I want to know how many milligrams that is. And since there's 1,000 milligrams in a gram, I have to move that 3 more places, but I can do that in my head without having to write a multiplication sentence for that because of the beauty of the metric system. We can just use our place value chart for that. Finally, we want them to be able to work with time and take something like 7 hours, 15 minutes and find out how many minutes that is. This doesn't work, of course, on base 10 like our number system. It works with 60 minutes or in 1 hour. So now we have to multiply the 7 hours times 60 because there's 60 minutes in each hour. That'll get us 420 minutes. And we got to add that 15 minutes. And we get 435 minutes. And that's what we'll be doing in this model.